War Thunder sucks. Seems to be the diagnosis.
I see.
Just yeah, it crashes my PC now.
I thought you stopped playing War Thunder.
They recently had a patch. A big
Right.
update happened. New graphics engine, shiny new toys, and the entire process made me miserable. So, after 2 days of having a look at it, I think I'm over it again. Just teams of shit. Fucking OP cancer, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Mm.
I'm just
who's OP in this patch?
The Harrier.
Based?
Yeah, they've added the infamous Harrier, the British VTOL jet, and it's got missiles that do shit that things that its tier shouldn't do. So
such as
turn very fucking tightly. Because they released 4 of the Harriers at the same time. There's 2 American ones and 2 British ones, and the British premium one comes with these prototype missiles that the British developed that basically turn on a fucking dime.
Yeah.
So not fun. Not fun at all for anyone who's to fight them.
I can see how that would be frustrating.
I will say I didn't experience that firsthand. I kind of went okay. I kind of went into the patch knowing that I don't want to deal with that, so I just didn't play jets. But still, the game's just infuriating right now, and it crashes my PC. So more the reason to not play it.
Oh yeah.
So you had a seminar apparently.
So I thought
how to improve productivity and stop procrastinating with your life coach.
I thought it was just going to be like, oh, it's going to be a bit awkward having a seminar before the podcast, but that was it. My God, that seminar is the biggest fucking shit show I've ever been in.
So can I ask what the seminar was even for?
Oh yeah, so I think because different countries name their shit differently, I'll just like explain the types of lesson I have. So for language, it's just classes, right? Just as you would expect a class. But for the more literary modules I have, like the ones I have to write essays for, you have lectures, which you just sit for an hour, write notes and whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have seminars, and the seminars are like every other week, and that's like you sit down, but it's more involved. Like it's mainly just a forum of talking about a question. What did you think about this piece of writing? Do you have any questions? And in 2 of them, in all of them actually, you also have to give presentations that count for your grade. So that's what this was. And so this is a seminar on Chinese, Chinese culture.
Best
and
culture
it's weird
in the world, obviously.
Of course. 5 points have been added to your social credit score.
I actually had that question. It could totally to interrupt you because I went to my work end of year party on Saturday last week, and my boss's wife was there, and there was just this brief moment where she's like, you know what, I think it might actually be good for kids these days to learn Chinese, given how important it's going to be. It's like, yeah. I think I'm going to go sit on the other end of the bar now.
I must admit, as somebody who picked Chinese, I'm not so sure I'm picking it next year. I think this might just be a one and done sort of thing.
Yeah, I got my ends now. I'm switching back to French like I wanted to.
I mean, that's unironically the aim. I couldn't do French and Japanese because 2 languages from scratch is not allowed, except if they're both Asian. So luckily, in my second year, I should be doing.
They've already let you, and you're like herpes. Once you're in and you're giving them money, you kind of just like fuck it, swap it out for engineering for all they fucking care.
Yeah, true. I could fucking do theology, you know. But yeah, so I mean, this one is
theology and Japan would be pretty neat, I guess, if you want to go the whole like Shinto route.
Oh no, but it's not Japanese related theology. It's like it just in the theology, so it's mainly just Christianity.
That's a big cringe.
Yeah. But yeah, so this one's like every week, but only on the second half of the term. And the guy who's doing it's like a fucking boomer. So he doesn't want to do things online, even though we're all in lockdown. And like travel is prohibited. So
basically, you're on the landline.
Yeah, so we're on this TV because he still wants to have the in-person one. So like 3 people show up, and like the rest of us, like 7, 8 people, because attendance is really bad for these sorts of things. So there's like 15 people in my class, but only 10 show up, and 7 of them are on like Zoom. And I didn't realize we're on this big fucking TV because a guy in my class is like also in my Japanese one, and he just posted a fucking picture. And because I'm the only person with my camera on, like my fucking face is just covering up like half of this like 60-inch TV in the class. And because I'm thinking it's just like on a laptop, I'm like really close in as well. I'm just like leaning in, just trying to listen because I'll get to that. And so as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh fuck. The few people in the class are just seeing this massive head. But it's such a shit show. So it's on the TV. And there's like a mic on the TV. So we can't hear anything in the classroom. We can barely hear the teacher. The teacher is like a 60-year-old man, so he doesn't talk very loud anyway. And he's one of these academics who's a bit up their own arse as well, right? Like you can't say anything to please this guy.
He got a job at a university. I think that's like part of the fucking course.
Yeah, fair enough. So, and then listening to the presentations, I couldn't hear a thing. They're all like, I was going to say they're all pretty low effort. I mean, they are, but I'm not calling them out because my presentation's next week and mine's also going to be really low effort. But it's just reading off the PowerPoint, which I was taught you shouldn't do. But then it was a blessing because I can't fucking hear anything anyone's saying. And then it's like, the few people on the call who I can hear, they're all fucking Chinese. Like, doing this for, like, an easy fucking credit or something. So I can't fucking understand them because of their broken English. I can't understand, like, the English people in the classroom because the mic shit. I can't understand the fucking teacher because he's a fucking boomer. So it was just like, what the fuck is going on? And I have to give a fucking presentation next week, and I have a partner who's...
I wonder why these have really fucking low attendance.
But it's like, the other 2 seminar classes I have, like my other 2 modules, they're all online, and so they're all chill. And also the professors for them are like, you know, under the age of like 35, so they can use technology. So they're all like quite engaging and fine. But yeah, this one is just fucking awful.
Is the teacher Chinese?
No, he's called Don Star. Don Star Fredrickson or something like that. And yeah, he's like a 60, 70-year-old like English gentleman.
I went to Cambridge, but they realised I was shit, so now I moved up to fucking Newcastle. I just had to remember it there.
Yeah. So
is this so? Is this what the gay porn has to do with, or is that something else as well?
Oh, that's Japanese. So, I have to give a presentation for my Japanese culture one as well, and it has to be about the topic of that week. I was like, okay, Tokugawa period Japan. That seems interesting, you know, fucking all that stuff. And I get on, I click on like topic for week 8, and it's like eroticism and floating worlds, and I'm like, oh shit, am I going to be talking about some fucking pussy? Okay, all right.
He thought he was talking about the pussy, but he's talking about the bussy.
I'm talking about the opposite of pussy, right? It's all about fucking these fucking gay samurai, right? The first red flag was the fact that in the what's it called when they define the terms used in the text, glossary, whatever. Sure. They define the terms top and bottom. I was like, oh, wait, what? Why do I need to know this?
In case you had sex.
Yeah, I know about like this was when a lot of porn, you know, the Hokusai, the guy who did like the picture of Mount Fuji and the wave, you know, the wave off Kanagawa and shit. He made his living by drawing porn. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to be drawing like the octopus. So it's like the famous octopus picture of that fucking or squid eating that woman out. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be talking about that shit. No, I'm talking about fucking samurai.
Wait.
What?
Is this guy in Fate?
Probably. Fucking everyone's in Fate.
No, yeah. He's in Fate, but he's not in Fate. Assuming it's who I think it is. Because there's a girl in Fate. Spoiler: they turned him into a girl if it is him. Where he's actually an octopus, and she just carries around this octopus. And it's like, yeah, that's him. But all the parts of her.
Oh, I just put in Hokusai, and it's got a link to the Fate Granddaughter wiki. I said, no. Yeah, she's got like black hair.
Yeah,
red.
Fate. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Fate, you've done it again.
Yeah, but like, yeah, so he drew most of his shit was actually just fucking porn. But he's known for being this cultured artist. But no, it's like the readings. It's just about
time before Twitter.
It's just about samurai banging each other, and as far as I've read so far, the way it worked was basically samurai gets appointed like a fake dad. I can't remember, like mentor. Why did I forget the term?
Sensei, like, if you will.
Yeah, a sensei. And that sensei fucking uses him for bussy. He then grows up and he becomes the sensei, and because he was used for bussy, he now uses his like kohai for bussy. So, and it was just a self-perpetuating cycle, and also because there was no fighting at this period.
That's why South in such a shithole. It's just beating your kids, and then they think they turned out all right, so they beat their kids.
Yeah, then that's the North as well. But yeah, so it's just this perpetuating.
Going on a tangent there as well. Because back in the early 2000s, we introduced depending how political you want it, the Labour government, made an anti-smacking bill. After we had a string of like particularly gruesome child domestic violence cases.
Did they reach the slap or something and was just like, we got to stop that?
Yeah, it was very British in the sense that yeah, you know, let's ban this thing that's like not entirely related, because you know, the big case during the whole thing was actually there was two cases. There was the Kahui twins. Bonus points, you can spell that and find it on Wikipedia. And the other one was a girl named Nia Glassy, who at the age of 3 died after her parents threw her in a tumble dryer.
Fuck.
And by
parents,
I mean her entire extended family, the whānau, if you will.
What's that got to do with Smack?
I don't know. They're just like, oh, we're going to put a stop to, you know, child violence. So they introduced this anti-smacking law, which was followed by the kind of, you know, the satirically draconian, you know, kids getting, parents getting like fined or arrested for, you know, smacking their 3-year-old kid on the bum in the grocery store when they're having a tantrum. Anyway, the point there is it was funny growing up during that time, hearing your parents complaining about it, because, you know, it's like, oh, back in fucking my day, you know, our parents fucking had us with the cane and the teachers and we turned out all right. Because everyone fucking turns out all right, don't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking fine and dandy. Anyway, gay porn in the, what was it, Tokugawa period?
Yeah.
There we go. See, I'm learning.
We'll make a Japanese scholar out of you vicariously through the podcast.
Why, yes, I can name more than the... Fuck, I can't even name the one I was thinking of. Edo and the other one. Sengoku. There we go. Yeah. I can name more than those. I can name Tokugawa.
Tokugawa is just Edo.
Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck. I know a different name for it. Get off my dick.
But yeah, and I there was also a lot of art done at the time, which I graciously posted on here.
Yeah, I had a good
links in the description, maybe.
I don't know if you want to repost them. It's classical art. It's like trying to, you know, demonetize someone because they posted that fucking Renaissance painting of Venus and the Pearl.
Yeah.
That you totally didn't jerk off to at the age of 13 because you're like, ooh, titty.
For me, it was bra catalogs that my mother would get. No, you know, I had
porn.
I wish.
You see, I was mature for my age. So I had friends older than me, and they'd be like, "Dude, have you heard of RedTube?" And like, no. It's like, well, now you have.
Oh, RedTube. Yeah, RedTube was my haunt as well. Fuck that, and okay. One of my earliest memories of masturbating was to the strippers in GTA 4.
Yeah, we've all done that. At least once. Fuck, the other... one of the other... I mean, if we're listing this shit off, another weird one was Final Destination 3. Because the great thing about those shitty horror films, it's real easy to get the actresses to take their shirts off. So there's usually one like scene where they got their tits out, and you can just pause it and rub one out because you have a TV in your bedroom. It's great.
Damn. Did you I take it your TV was a big fucking CRT?
Little fucking CRT.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, a little CRT is still big CRT.
I mean, my monitor now is probably bigger than my CRT was.
Yeah, same.
It would have been what, a foot? We'll say it was a foot wide. And
yeah, but it's like
given it's CRT, well. It's also a foot deep.
Yeah, literally a fucking square. What, like 360p, 480p, something like that?
I don't know.
Those were the fucking days.
But yeah, it was a great time back in the day of watching House, which, great segue, because I've been watching House recently.
Great segueing yourself.
It's a true Reddit moment. because it's you're sitting there just watching like, oh my god, he's literally me. I am a smart, charming asshole that you just can't get rid of because he's that damn good.
Yeah, I wonder how many times House has said the N-word though.
He's made multiple racial jokes.
Based?
Fuck, I mean, in the last episode I watched, he specifically said no, they call it a whiteboard for a reason to get his black coworker to stop writing shit on it.
Wait, when was this done?
What, you mean like when was House made?
Like
2004.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Back when you could still get away with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
There's so fucking much of it. Like, I'm on season 2, and it's like 8 seasons, and one season's like 20 episodes long.
Yeah, it's a proper American pumping shit out, and they're all like, what, 45 minutes as well?
Yeah. It's great fun, though. But, god damn. Anime has ruined me. I'm so used to this 12 episode thing.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, it's got 24 episodes? Nah. Fucking put that on the back burner.
So
gay porn.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm looking at it again now. Great. 3 cheers for even back what was like 400 years ago. Still got the fat ugly bastard.
It's the fucking hair.
So between this and the tentacles, this guy has really set the entire trajectory of a nation.
I think these are before his time. I don't know if he did.
I thought you said he was the one who did that.
No, he just did porn and like interspecies porn, as far as I know.
Based.
Like octopus eating a woman out based. Gay samurai, that's kind of cringe. So actually, fuck, I've got to switch it up now. Hokusai.
Sorry, we've moved on from based and cringe. Octopus is pretty pog, and gay sex is pretty Pepe hands.
Is this the Trigger Pala section?
I don't know. Hey Pala, how you doing? I made a tweet on that ages ago as well. I used to be based, then they changed what based was. Now everything that is based is all cringe and Pepe hands to me. It'll happen to you.
Get that on the fucking poster. Why does Twitter want to give me personalized ads?
So they can sell shit to you, so that the stonks can go up.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Or the audacity to ask.
Yeah, it's a weird time to be alive.
Deep.
Although I'm kind of saying this, like, if I tick no, I still get the feeling they're gonna try.
Yeah. It's like we won't put your fucking name in the advert.
Like, we're not doing personalized ads, but you sure are getting a lot of advertisements for the PS5.
Is that your one at the moment?
I don't know, I run Adblock.
Yeah, I run Adblock on PC, but mobile. Like, I bought YouTube Premium so I could watch things when I minimize it, but mainly just for the ads. Because there's no I can't ad block an app on my phone. Feels Pepe hands.
I shouldn't be laughing so hard at that. But...
I'm trying.
Anyway, we actually had a list of shit to talk about, didn't we?
All right, which I added nothing you because I've got nothing.
Oh no, we seem to be alternating weeks, which is good. Apparently next on the list is Amazonian foot fetishism.
Oh yeah, who was it that asked us to talk about that?
That was Yan.
Yan. I mean, those would be some big fucking feet, right?
Probably as big as mine.
How big are your feet, man?
Yeah, about that big. I mean, I wear size 13 shoes.
13, damn. Yeah. You must have a big dick too. That's how it works, right?
No, it just means I wear big shoes. My dick is
that feel that feels size 10. Feels bad, man. Actually, no, it doesn't. I don't really give a shit, to be perfectly honest. I can get most
the sizes are based purely on like the length in inches. So a size 12 shoe is really a foot, isn't it?
I don't think that. No. The degradations aren't that big because before size 1, you've then got like the child size, which is like 10, 11, 12, 13, and then it goes to size 1, like adult. So I think it's like half an inch.
Yes, but that would still be like size 12 then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But size 13 size 12 out because like size 12 kid would be like 6 inches, and
I think so, yeah.
And then if you say size 1 adults would be 6.5, so then size 12 adult would be 1 foot. So my foot is not a foot, and your foot is not a foot either. Thanks, Imperial System!
Was that all a setup just for that joke?
I mean, it wasn't really a joke. Just...
Well, I found it funny.
Oh. How nice of you. Yeah, Amazonian foot fetish, I got nothing really. I just put it in the list for a laugh.
I mean,
I
there's
don't
risk
like,
of it pushing you, right?
I don't like Amazonian fetish anyway.
Yeah.
I like being the bigger man.
Incel alert? If I can't overpower this woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
no, sorry.
If I can't beat the shit out of her, I'm not really interested. Unless, she's good at fighting and she's still smaller than me and can beat the shit out of me, that's cool too.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
I want to be the big spoon. We'll put it that way. Unless I am the... No. I don't know where... Pardon me.
This is the quality content, man.
I've been farting all fucking morning and the shit's smelled fucking rancid. I'm honestly concerned that my intestinal tract is rotting or some shit.
Oh, actually, on that, right? I hate the fucking lottery, man.
My shit.
Yeah, on rancid, right? Rancid farts. I hit the fucking lottery. Did
you find a girl who has smelly farts and it finally makes your dick rock hard?
No, I'm not that far gone. But
yes.
I was looking in my cupboards for something to eat, and there's a cupboard I never really check just because I don't normally put stuff in there. And so I opened it, and I realized that when the first lockdown was happening, I stocked up on a ton of shit, and I just put it in there. So I have 40 tins of beans just there. I was like, fuck, I've hit the lottery. 40, 50 tins of beans. It's nice. So I had beans for a few days in a row, and
that's a sulfur build-up and a half.
Yeah, let's just say I'm not eating beans at the moment anymore. Oh, that was a bad time.
That's lighthouse keeper quantities.
Did you ever feel like as a kid that like a lighthouse keeper was the coolest job ever?
It's a good question. I don't know how introverted I was back then.
Because I'd say I definitely did. Like,
I think I had this idea in my head that lighthouse keepers don't have like TV, so that would kind of ruin it. They probably have TV now.
Yeah. Probably a fucking internet.
Probably also have AI manned lighthouses.
Yeah, so, true.
Dreams ruined.
Sad. Thank you, Elon Musk, ruining our lightkeeper.
Thanks to Raytheon and Boston Dynamics, the bean market has crumbled because there is no more lighthouse keepers to eat all the beans.
Okay, right. How long do you think it's going to be until like fucking death matches with robots, like Boston Dynamics, like fucking blood sports?
You mean
that's what
you mean Robot Wars?
But like against people, like a person versus like waves of robots, like because that's what I want. That's the only thing I want in the future.
Wait, so humans versus robots in like combat sport?
Yeah.
Legally never.
Because I think it's going to tie into like overpopulation and shit.
I
like when there's
don't
just people from like shit countries. Man, maybe I'm embracing the cyberpunk too hard.
I think you are. I feel there's a lot of steps that have to come before this, though, and I think one of them is definitely going to have to be something like more drones in the military.
Yeah.
And then the drones that come after those drones, which get put on the surplus market, that are bought by fucking drug cartels for shits and giggles. Then you've got your blood sport. But
yeah,
I mean, if you're asking if there's going to be like major league fucking robot gladiators, no.
Yeah, maybe that's too cyberpunk, but man, I fucking want that.
Two ANCAP for you.
Plus, I mean, you're right in that it would have to come with the devaluing of life as well by a good margin. There'd have to be a lot.
It would have to come with the devaluing of military hardware.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, we could organize something. Just put like a fucking gun on a Roomba. 5 of them. Link up some coding. We've got enough code monkeys here, right? I don't know, something like if C man shoot. That should work, right? If C human kill. And we can have a Biko blood sport tournament.
Against a Roomba with a gun?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the electronics we've got at the moment.
Is it gimbaled or anything?
Or
have you literally just like sellotaped a Glock to the top of a Roomba?
Yeah.
So it's got no real articulation. It's really just like aiming for my shins, which albeit fuck that robot if it hits me.
Yeah, no, but then you fall to the ground and then it's got headshot. Just fucking finishes you off.
Oh, you could do the same thing with a knife though. Just like pump up the power and then like have it slash your fucking Achilles tendon. You drop to the ground, just like stabs you in the forehead.
Yeah, like 20 fucking Roombas. 21 enter, only 1 leaves.
What? So first they kill you, then the Roombas kill themselves.
Oh yeah,
or kill each other.
And then it's like the reward is, I don't know, fucking female Roombas. I don't know what Roombas want, to be honest. But
I think they want to clean dirt.
Dirty rooms for a year. But are you telling me you wouldn't watch that? Fucking Roomba Bloodsport.
Yeah, I'd watch it, but it's a matter of I don't think it's going to happen.
We've got to be the change.
There's still very much. We'll say as well during this entire thing, there is the part of me that's been trying to not say the blatantly fucking obvious of it's unrealistic to have a robot that does this. You know, like those fucking sci-fi nerds that tell you that the correct way to fight in space is to pretty much just like stick a rocket motor on an asteroid.
Yeah.
And then get it to like 2% the speed of light and just throw it into shit.
Yeah. I mean, it would work.
Boring. I want laser dreadnoughts.
Where's my fucking shield?
You want to know what else I want? I want a space force that's designated under the Air Force and not the Navy. I don't want none of this fucking admiral shit.
Oh really? Do you not like that?
No. Then again, I don't really like naval shit anyway. Anyway, where was I going with this?
We were on Roomba Bloodsport.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's more, you know, the more realistic is fucking like Grey Goo shit, you know.
Yeah.
Little fucking flesh-eating nanobots.
That was a fucking game that like came out and then never talked about again.
Oh, yeah, Grey Goo. It's because it was shit.
I
played it. I own it. It sucks.
I was like, was that the one with like the planet destroying shit? It was like taking place in a system.
It was the one with the Grey Goo, hence the name Grey Goo.
No, okay, mate. I'm thinking of it. Like they came out around the same time. Then there was this game where the whole thing was you could build like planet killers.
You're thinking of Planetary Annihilation.
Okay.
I'll talk about both of these games.
Sure.
Grey Goo was I think it was 2016. Anyway, it was the next like major RTS to come out of Petroglyph Studios, which, as they are very quick to fucking tell you, a lot of the original like heads of Westwood Studios who made, you know, Command and Conquer, Red Alert, Generals. So, and I'll be honest, their entire company is built on that reputation because everything they've released since is shit. Yeah, Greg. The main issue with Greg was just really fucking slow.
Yeah.
Like, there's I don't know where I'm going with that part. It's just really slow compared to pretty much every other RTS and how quickly an RTS should be. Because there's just a lot of like the first 5 minutes of just doing nothing, and this is coming from someone who knows how to play RTS. So it's not like I'm 5 years old sitting there with my thumb up my ass because I'm trying to beeline towards the big Giga Chad robot in the most inefficient way possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so game was boring. It just didn't really get any traction. Planetary Annihilation is a pseudo fan-made spiritual successor to the other popular RTS game, Supreme Commander, which is the spiritual successor to the other critically acclaimed RTS, Total Annihilation.
Yeah.
And where these differ is... the thing about RTS is they're typically more tactical than strategics, but the S in RTS being strategy. So you're kind of handling a handful of units, whereas something like Supreme Commander, Total Annihilation, and this case Planetary Annihilation seem to go on a bit more of a global scale, where you're not really looking at units, rather just dots on a screen and moving them from one side of a planet to another. I feel like I'm skipping a lot of shit here. Do you have any questions? to try and maybe direct me towards something.
Not so much. Apart from all I knew about the planetary annihilation was that it was on multiple. There was a space component alongside a planet side component.
Yeah,
and you could destroy planets. And it was
it kind of. If anyone's played Supreme Commander, which is none of you except Yan, because he's Eastern European and every Eastern European has played Supreme Commander, they kind of take it in a silly route. Where this kind of evolution of extremes where it used to just be giant robots, then we'll put planet-sized robots, or in this case sticking a rocket motor on a planet and throwing its orbit into the sun. And it didn't really go well. I think it was kickstarted and they had some goals that they didn't meet with the initial release, and then they released a standalone expansion pack called Planetary Annihilation Titans that pissed a lot of people off, I think, and now the game's just always on sale. You can go pick it up and play it for yourself.
So where does Age of Empires feature in the RTS canon?
Well, in this case, Age of Empires 4 is coming out soon.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm saying that I'm interested. I played a couple of hours of Age of Empires 2. I was a Stronghold guy, not an Age of Empires guy. So, and I played a knockoff Age of Empires.
Was it Empire Earth?
I don't know. It was 2010, something like that. I got it. It's one of those. Remember when game stores were a thing, and always the PC section was shit. And it was always the worst games. And my mother was like, "Oh, you like history, don't you? I'll get
you Pajama Sam's Adventure into History."
so yeah, and it was I just played free play and built cars, what was it, Henry, the Model T, and just ran over Chinaman with that. That was basically all I did on that game. But I never really played Age of Empires. Anyway, sorry. Age of Empires.
I don't know. What do you want to know about Age of Empires?
Where does that fit in sort of the RTS sphere?
Good question. I don't know how to answer that at all.
All right.
Because I don't. I mean, it's kind of like the other major competitor to. Because there's StarCraft, which popularized esports, and to an extent, Age of Empires 2 was the only one who kind of. No, I'm talking out of my ass. Ignore whatever I just said. I don't know. Age of Empires is just a thing. It's a popular thing. It's a thing a lot of people have fond memories of.
Yeah, I mean, that's why while we're talking about RTS, is why I wanted to know something about it, because I never really. It seems very different to when I think of RTS, I think of StarCraft or Supreme Annihilation, Supreme Commander, Total Annihilation, and shit like that.
Well, I mean, it kind of gets it's more of a Supreme Commander and everything else. Because just the way shit operates, controls and it's really hard to explain, and a lot of people have done it better on YouTube. But that's just part of the course of everything, isn't it?
Yeah. Why are we doing anything?
Yeah, fuck, that's it. I'm going to university, and all my essays are just going to be me handing YouTube links to someone else. Because why do anything when someone else has done it on YouTube?
Some fucking Indian man has already explained it. So
who?
Oh, it's like a whole thing. Did you never? Maybe you finished school before. No. Like what would that have been? Okay, hold on. Let's get my thoughts in order. Okay, whenever I struggled with something in any of my subjects, I would put it into YouTube. And it was always a fucking Indian man. He would explain it in like 5 minutes better than a whole lesson, like going to. Like, say what you will about Indians, right? But like, God,
the
like,
and education sector is on point.
Yeah, and I just thought it was like an exclusive thing, but then it was just like, oh, maybe it's just for economics or just for these little computer science questions. And then I think like Trash Taste talked about it when they were doing engineering and it was the Indians, and then on a video somebody was talking about like history, it was for Indians, and like medicine, and it just seems like the Indians are the true MVPs, you know?
This is why they're going to be a super power by 2020.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying that even in like 2021. It's just they're gonna be a superpower by 2020.
Maybe the superpower was the friends they made along the way.
Which was certainly not Pakistan.
No, maybe there's a lot of friendship there. Like, it goes really deep.
Well, are you trying to say this is like a friendly sibling rivalry?
Or maybe something amorous, and they just want to spend time with each other.
Like
they just want to hold each other. And so they just fight because that's the only way they can express themselves.
But anyway, it is for Indians teaching shit. Two things here. One, I never studied for fucking anything.
Best.
I glided through the entirety of high school on natural talent.
Damn, fucking flexing.
Well, no, it's not really flexing because I achieved like just above average. Much to the dismay of like every teacher I ever had, because it's like, imagine what you could do if you actually fucking tried. And I was like,
oh my god, yeah.
But I want to play Fallout New Vegas. Fuck off. Oh, that's Fallout New Vegas. Unironically stopped me from driving until I was 23.
I mean, it's a good game.
Yeah, because I was like 15, 16. My mum decided to take me out for like my first ever driving lesson, and we got to the car park. And she's like, "Okay, so do you want to learn how to drive?" And I kind of just looked like, "You dragged me away from Fallout New Vegas for fucking this." And she's like, "Okay, we're going home." And then she never brought it up again.
Based gamer moment.
Yeah, that's what we in the business call a pro gamer move. We got So I never really saw Indian man teach me anything. However, the one time, and I'll be honest, this has absolutely stuck with me. The one time I was like shooting the shit on Skype with one of my friends after we'd graduated, who went on to do like engineering at university. He was watching an Indian explain shit about fluid dynamics.
Yeah.
And ever since then, an Indian man saying the ideal liquid has been stuck inside my head ever since.
The what liquid?
The ideal liquid. It's like saying if it had perfect viscosity, it's like how you do all your physics equations in a vacuum. So that don't have to equate for like wind resistance.
Or oil. See, I'm tying that into a topical meme. It's going around.
Oh, we're both looking at shit post. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about this meme. I'm not sure how long it will last, aside from like Manlet keeping it on a defibrillator.
I think it's pretty much already over, to be fair.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of nice to just see this sort of like ironic comeback of Trollface.
No, see now it's Chatface, right?
Well, no, it's Trollface, but now with post with 2020 millennial ironic like suicidal humor.
Yeah.
See, look, he's killing himself. It's fucking hilarious. Literally me.
me on Mondays.
Oh, I'm going to give this one a me. There we go. You can give it a me too.
Yeah, thank you. Oh no, me too. Oh no! Fucking Madlet removed that emote. Fucking.
What was me too?
It was the one of like the Asian girl sucking the chin of like literally no one ever used it. But
that's probably why I've got rid of it.
Yeah, but it was removed in the one context that I could have used it in the past 18 months. Curse you, Madlet.
You've ruined our fun for the last time. Now I will dispose you from Edmund and put Sleepy in charge.
Yeah, is this going to be a fucking rotating admin ship? Just get through everyone.
Well, it's not rotating if we don't come back to you.
Got him. Oh.
Alright, yeah, so I never really learned from Indian people.
Mm.
And where does this come from? RTS.
Yeah. It was Age of Empires.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah. I can't even say I never got into it because I just never really played it, to be fair. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm trying to think of what I kind of want to say about it. Is it did kind of go the way of every other RTS in the sense that it died.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily died, but it went on chemo. Because there's a lot of like fan servers for shit, like keeping RTS games alive.
I thought you said fan service at first. I was like, wait, what? Age of Empires was fan service?
Oh!
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think of a joke I can make about this, but I got nothing. Other than just saying like, oh god, there's female villagers I'm gonna comb. But that's not funny at all. Do you mind?
The real fucking Kuma brain. I'm gonna jerk it to these female villagers.
I started my match and I had 3 females and 2 males. I'm gonna comb. Lose the game. That's didn't even get to classical. Is it classical?
I don't know what it's. I only know from like what
it goes dark. I think it goes feudal age, then it goes castle, and then it goes imperial. Yeah, that's it. So it didn't even get to feudal. But yeah, they have like communities. Like I was very big in the Supreme Commander one, but Age of Empires has one. I don't know what Age of Empires is doing now that they've had like 3 HD re-releases.
Yeah,
because there was because they released they had some third party release an HD of Age of Empires 2 in 2013. I forget how far back it was, but that kind of fractured their community because there was still one of these like fan projects running. I think they called it Voobly, which was like a fan client that they used to play Age of Empires 2, the original one. So there was that, and then there was the HD remake running at the same time. And
that's not good for like a united player base.
Yeah, but one of them's official and one of them's a fan, so who gives a fuck? But then last year or this year they released the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and I don't, which was made by Microsoft as an HD re-release, and I don't know what state they're in now. But so there's that one. There's it's Forged Alliance Forever, which I might talk about one day. I don't know. And Red Alert 2 still has one. Command & Conquer 3 still has one. Watching their esports was actually kind of fun. Like I'd never played Command & Conquer 3, but watching their cast was pretty interesting. Yeah, so that's the story of RTS. They're all on chemo, and it's all your fault.
Well, mine specifically.
Yes, you specifically. We will hold you on trial for killing RTS.
If only there was anyone left to try me.
I don't know. The death of RTS has always been an interesting one because I feel I'm the only person who doesn't try and blame EA or fucking League of Legends.
I mean, to me, as somebody who's not into it, it always seems like a bit of a stretch. Because I mean, I don't consider them to be similar games, but I may be totally wrong on that.
They're similar in the sense that you have an isometric view and you have to move stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you could say Wasteland is
yeah, fucking Wasteland killed it. It's a weird thing to watch how it died. There was so many factors. Oversaturation, because everyone and their mum was making an RTS game for every kind of franchise.
Oh, I remember. Well, I remember when it used to be well, no, this was after, of course, but MOBAs. That was the fucking DC MOBA I remember distinctly.
I only remember, what was it, War in the North? Whatever the fuck Blizzard tried to do. It certainly doesn't help that I was not interested in MOBAs in the slightest. So all I really heard was sorry, what was I saying?
You were talking about MOBAs killing.
We have a podcast and it's great. I forgot again. Well, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to MOBAs in the slightest, so I only really vaguely heard of them. Heroes of New Earth, the Lord of the Rings one, the Blizzard one, League of Legends, and Dota. That's about all I can name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. All right. Anything else?
Well, on MOBAs and RTS and shit.
I mean, anything.
Oh yeah, incest apparently.
Yeah. Okay. What's the story behind that one?
The story is that it's not really incest at all. I purposely obfuscate my things I want to talk about, and then I kind of forget what they are. Except I didn't forget at all. I don't know.
Keep them hidden.
It's one of those weird thoughts I've been having where, because I'm at work and my job is brain dead and I just have random fucking thoughts. You know how back in high school you totally were processing through your mind how Germany could have won World War II?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, except maybe not as cringe.
Yeah.
And it's what we took it a step further back and asked, it was like, what would society be like? And we, had the weird dream of a scientific utopia. And it's we have rocket ships, and no, we don't.
And Roomba blood sports.
See, this is what the fucking Allies took from us. If the war had gone on 3 more years, we could have Roomba blood sport by now.
Fuck.
And giant, like, Germanic, Roman-inspired Colosseums.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Except not really, but who cares?
Yeah, it feels good to not be in a Roomba blood sport. Because that shit sounds dangerous. But, I don't know, I've been having this weird idea for a while, actually, for like years, of changing minor things about humans and like what kind of impact they would have on like society and our development, if that makes sense. And the one I've been thinking about recently was, what if we had 6 fingers? And I want you to tell me if I'm crazy about this, but I think we would be a lot smarter if we had 6 fingers on each hand.
I mean, are we talking in the sense of, because early humans could just count, we'd be using a base 12 system rather than a
that's
base
basic.
10?
Yes, that's exactly what I've been thinking this entire time.
I feel big brain now.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for ages, and it's just like, we seem to have this instinct to put things in 12s regardless.
Yeah.
But it feels like at the same time we're being held back by the fact that we have 10 fingers. So I think we should start inbreeding until having 6 fingers is the norm. And then we can go from being brain dead and incestuous to having 6 fingers and being smarter.
Fuck. Finally, the eugenics scheme I can get behind.
Yes, finally, scientific proof that I should fuck my sister.
I mean, I have... One of these little thoughts to me has always been like, all of these numerical concepts that we have, what if, like, our measure of counting wasn't like, base 10? Like, how would like, currencies typically go from like 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500,000, etc. Like, how would our like economy be different if our system wasn't base 10, so the standard degradations weren't like 1, 2, 5, 10? What would they be if it was base 12?
Well, then you got £1 and 2 shillings and a fucking... man, fuck old British currency, though. I say this in a way that is it's totally convenient to me now, which is why I'm having such a hard time thinking about this, is because I've spent the past 24 years of my life with base 10.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of like how much of what we do is instinctual and how much of it is... Well, even then, because we have 10 fingers, I still think base 10 is instinctual to us, but I think we also seem to have this instinct towards a base 12 system.
Yeah.
And we should expand upon that. Also, thank you for thinking of saying base 10, because that had not occurred to me this entire time, and I've been kind of going, so imagine if the number 10 was a single digit, and then the number 11 was also a single digit, but then...
Yeah.
But then 12 is just like 1 and 0.
Yeah. And what would those 2 extra characters be, man? We're gonna invent 2 numbers.
We're going to invent 2 Arabic numbers.
Nah, fuck that.
Wait,
that noise.
I mean, how hard would it be to change Roman numerals around?
What do you mean? Like using Roman numerals, but like X being 12?
Yeah, no, we can't really stretch that out, can we?
Yeah, it'd be like...
We can't have like V, I.
You can expand. Actually, I think, no, if V was 6... If V was 6, it would actually flow quite well, because it would be... 7 would be VI, 8 would be VII, and then 9 would be VIII, and then 10 would be IIV, and then 11. So you're only inventing one extra step, which is...
Wait, so we'll go through this again. What? So like 1 is I.
Yeah.
2 is II.
Yeah.
3 is III.
Yeah.
Is 4 would be II V.
Yeah. So rather than having to go I, you just expand the whole like the IV concept to.
We did it.
2.
We solved base 12.
Yeah.
Thanks, Romans.
But dude, now we have to learn the whole how to. I was watching a video where I was saying like how people would multiply and divide in like medieval Europe, using the the Latin numeral system.
Is there like a really convenient like not acronym, but like those shitty methods, like foil for quadratics?
Yeah, no, I mean there's a system, but it's not convenient at all. It's like 5 steps, which is speculation and like minusing even number. I can't even remember it, but it's
I say foil, but I always remembered quadratics for the little kiwis.
What?
Well, for starters, do you remember what a quadratic is?
Yeah. Yeah, I know foil first, outside, inside, left.
Yeah, so if you draw like lines between all of those, you get a kiwi like looking at a reflection.
I mean, that's probably a New Zealand thing. We had something like that, but it wasn't a kiwi. I can't remember what it was, but it was like there was an explanation. Wait, how was that a kiwi? What?
So so if you go from the first number to the last number, so the last is the overarching one at the top.
Yeah.
And then underneath that you've got the two firsts.
Yeah.
And then underneath that you've got like the 2 lasts and
the 2 inside.
Yeah. You get a kiwi and a reflection.
You've just said what it is again. You didn't.
I'm sorry, we can't draw shit on a podcast.
Okay, all right.
Actually,
foil.
Hang on, I'm booting up CSP.
Kiwi.
That's the setup wizard. I don't want the setup. No, I want to actually fucking use the program, not set it up again. There we go.
Oh, okay. It is a New Zealand. Like, first result is newzealandmaths.co.nz. Foil fun.
It's called quadratics are best. Hang on. So no, I don't want to read news from these fucking developers. Here we go. And control new. Drawing with moon on. Thank fuck my tablet's still plugged in though. So actually, should I screen share for you while we do this?
Yeah, sure.
Share my screen. Alright, there we go.
Yes, this is going to be a fantastic audio feature.
I'll put the picture in the description. Just so you can see
excellent.
that. Yeah.
Yep, excellent.
So what we'll do like fucking x plus 2. Oh fuck, not that one. X. I don't know. Pick a number.
8.
8. Okay. So, and then kiwis.
How is that a kiwi?
Shut up. Anyway, what is it like? X squared plus. What is it? 8x? No.
Yeah, 8x.
No, it's 10x, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just that. Yeah, 10x.
Sorry, I'm doing it all in my head at once because I'm a fucking. What was it like? Plus 16.
Yeah.
I say as I do it too.
This is you and twos. Do you just have to have a number 2 really badly?
No, I actually shed at 4 a.m. No, 5 a.m. I know because I came back and my alarm was ringing. Fun math with Moon.
Yeah. You're the new Indian man now.
I am the Indian. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Indian man now.
That's gotta be a film I watched just to get that one meme. I fucking watched all of Captain Phillips.
I actually haven't watched the movie at all.
It's decent.
Of course it is. It's a Tom Hanks film.
Yeah, it's not good, but you get to see some Mollies die, you know.
That's pretty racist, my dude.
Oh, fuck. SHG cancelled?
SHG's been cancelled for years.
Sad.
Ever since he voted yes on Brexit when he couldn't vote. Wait, no, you did vote Brexit, didn't you? You got what you fucking deserved. You got Brexit. You ever had any other like weird ideas like this whole "what if we had 6 fingers" thing?
Eyes were a big thing. I think it started when I thought
what
I
if
could
we had eyes?
What if I had like more eyes or less? Because at one time I used to think I could see through walls.
How old were you?
Like when I realized what the effect was, like depressingly old. I think I was like 7 or 8. It's like way too old. When I realized that seeing through walls was not, it was that one eye was further past the wall and the other eye wasn't. So it gave the effect that I could see through a wall, when in reality, one eye was past the wall. What are you drawing?
SHG looking through a wall?
What is this, SHG on Fridays? I don't fucking know at this point.
SHG on Walls days. And we're gonna make damn sure that you see he's looking.
Wait, why do I look like fucking Ferb from Phineas and Ferb?
Because this is the only way I know how to draw people.
You gotta share that.
Yeah, the entire page will be going on fucking the podcast. Because I mean, I have another one of these weird ideas, and I've talked about it before. But like, what if we had like a mating season?
What's that? Dude, when you're a fucking Kuma, it's always a mating season.
Well, no, that's kind of the point. Is we kind of just get horny all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
But I'm talking like, what if it was like, animals? Where there's like, I don't know, a month or 2 out of the year where you're just fucking balls to the walls, can't concentrate on shit, horny.
Yeah.
And everyone is.
I did?
What?
No, I was going to go on a bit of a tangent there, if you want to finish your thoughts there first.
What, that you're not horny right now? Because it's no November.
Yes, I am definitely following No Nut November.
No, we already established last podcast that we failed within like 12 hours of November starting.
I think for me it was like 2 hours. I didn't even realize. But I always thought like, because the current simp climate is that, you know how like dick pics are like just massively, you know, just everywhere and shit, right? Like,
Hey,
what if like
you can find my dick? Great.
What if like the gender difference? What if there was like one male to every 3 females, or one female to every 3 males? Like a big gender disbalance, kind of like a queen situation for like bees. Like, how would that change relationships when it wouldn't be a roughly 50-50 scale? Because we're already seeing with China where it's like 55-45. They're estimating there's going to be like 70 million fucking virgins. But like virgins, like with no way, like we'll never get married simply because there's just never enough women for them. So that was like a gender thought, and then it became a masturbation.
Wasn't it also a like a byproduct of the whole one child child policy?
They just wanted males. That's one of the big byproducts of it. Yeah. But then it quickly, like all thoughts, became, damn, this scenario is kind of hot, and it just became a fat fantasy. And then I never thought about it again.
Yeah, we thought about it, but then NASA joined the chat, and he coomed to the idea of being like NTR because there's just not enough women.
I was more meaning the opposite, where there's like so many women, but yeah, each to their own, I guess. NASA.
I mean, I guess extrapolating on that, maybe there's the possibility that they all turn out gay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
I mean, have you seen the, like, if we look at the server as like a little petri dish of just, you know, people turning gay out of desperation.
They're the other fucking simps. Oh. Oh, totally unrelated, but I guess the only other thing is, I read JoJo, first manga I've read in fucking years.
That's still more manga than I've read at all.
Have you never read any manga?
I read some of Senko-san while I was waiting for the anime to come out. And I read that one that me and Paul Dude post all the time in the server, link in the description below.
No.
Of the tiny girl and the big man that work in the office.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's good. Part 7 is amazing. That's my favorite.
But does he pose manly?
Yeah, I guess. I don't want to get into it because like people will shout for spoilers and shit. So
fuck him. I mean, how long has JoJo been out?
Part 6 finished in 2003.
There we go. They've lost all credibility of spoiler prediction.
All right then, JoJo spoilers come in. Yeah, the fucking universe ended.
Based.
So it's like part 7 and like part 8 are in a different alternate universe. Well, it didn't end. It was a plan to accelerate time so that everyone and history would repeat itself after the universe reached a singularity and then spawned again. And so everyone would know their history, so theoretically everyone would be happy, but the guy, he destroyed the universe and it's in the next iteration of the universe, but he gets killed because he forgets to kill somebody who slips through like space-time or whatever, and now it's a new universe. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What in the fuck?
That's only like 5 chapters of part 6, so yeah. But part 7's in the new universe, and that's my favorite part, so worth it, I guess.
Kind of reminds me of Do you know who Darren Shan is?
Oh, the name's familiar to me.
Irish like author for like teen novels and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I read a lot of his. I read pretty much all of his work back in high school, and he had two big series. One of them was the
the skeleton, Skullduggery Pleasant, right?
That was one of his. No, he didn't do Skullduggery. That was something else that everyone else read. One of his major series was the Darren Shan series, and I'm going to spoil it for you because I don't care. But it's basically a self-insert teenage version of himself who becomes a vampire, and the entire thing ends with him going to the end of time, making a deal with basically the devil, and then sending back all his diaries to his past self to stop him from doing all this shit, and then publishing the diaries as fictitious novels.
Right.
And the other one has the other major series, the Demon Artist series, also has an equally like bizarro way of ending everything. But basically, him and his the main character, a black guy, and his great Celtic witch aunt become the universe.
Nani?
That'll take a lot of explaining, and I don't know.
Okay, well, let's just say they were kings all along. Feels good, man.
Maybe it wasn't about saving the universe, but the universes we found along the way.
Oh, it's such a shit meme, but I love it.
I try to avoid making the jokes now because I don't find them funny.
Okay, is there anything else?
I like this Kuma I drew. I should probably give them some ears.
I mean, let's see. I popped out. I'm popping back in.
Oh, how dare you!
I know. I'm very sorry. That an arachnid Kuma.
Yeah, I kind of reached. I was like, I should probably give him a body, and I didn't want to draw a body, so I gave him a circle with some lines on it.
Very nice.
By the way, ever since I got this program and I have this darker pencil, this makes me so much more confident in everything I draw.
How so?
I don't know, just everything feels better when I draw it with this pencil tool. Like, even just writing. Just that S feels so good.
I was about to make a No Nut November joke, but yeah, as we established, we're not doing it. Yeah, I don't have anything.
Same. Thank you all for coming, everyone. I know this has been a shit show.
Never mind.
Anything else I should add to this picture before I end the podcast? Your one and only draw request. Don't make it too complicated, please.
Fuck. Oh. Draw your interpretation of Sleepy. Very nice, very expressive.
Because I remember he has like really Jewish hair.
Yeah.
His mouth accidentally morphed into his chin. Give him another mouth. Some eyebrows. some ears, because I always forget those. And a baguette in his vague vicinity. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yeah, see you guys.